lovelies, and welcome to today's video. In today's video, we are going to be doing a comparison and a full review of two different favorite concealers. The first one, what honey? So today's video was actually inspired by one of my friends here on social media. Her name is Marley. She has her own channel. I will link it down below for you guys. If you've been following along, her and I have done collaborations in the past, so you probably already know who that is. But she ended up talking about this e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer on her Instagram. I hadn't heard about it until she talked about it there. And it's supposed to be a dupe for the concealer that I already use, which is the Tarte Shape Tape Contour Concealer. So this is the e.l.f. concealer, still in the packaging. And with this one, I ended up going with light peach as the color. I picked it up from Target. It was $5. And then this is with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. You guys probably already know what that looks like. And in this one, I have light. And the way that I pick out my colors is I usually go online. Sephora typically has an amazing, like, very detailed color range of all their items that they carry. But if it's an Ulta product, I also know they do something similar, and you can go online and find the product and then click on each individual shade that they carry, and it will tell you, like, for example, this light peach color I think said it was for fair tones with like a rosy pink or red undertone. So for me, I have to be really careful in which undertones are in the products that I use, because I have a very pink, if you guys can't tell right now, a very pink and red undertone. That's just how my face is. And you guys may have something different. Some people have like yellow. I think they have orange. They maybe even have green. So if I get a product that has like a yellow undertone, you can really see it on my face and it just looks totally off. The only thing that I've done already today is I've added my moisturizer. I've washed my face and added my moisturizer. And I've told you guys pretty much what I use every single day, which is the Tarte Amazonian Clay BB Tinted Moisturizer. And in this one, I actually use the color medium, but then I mix it with my daily moisturizer to give it kind of like a cut in half on color and coverage. I'm actually not somebody who uses foundation. I just never think that it looks really great on me. Sorry, mom life, I'm trying to multitask. I think that it just gives me kind of too much of a full coverage look, and that's not necessarily what I'm going for every single day. If you guys are interested in seeing what your color is or more detail about it, definitely go to a place like Ulta.com, or if they carry it at Sephora for a different product, you can check them out there. This week has been kind of a beauty week. Earlier in the week, I did a review of the Lange curling wand. So if you guys are interested in seeing like what I thought about that, is it worth the price, and see me curl wand my hair for the very first time, you should definitely go check out that video. I will link it. I think it comes up over here on an iCard on the screen here. If you guys are new to my channel, I'd love to have you hit that subscribe button down below before you guys leave. I do a lot of content on honest motherhood, efficient living, beauty, marriage, and more. I'd love to have you, like I said, as a regular subscriber, so definitely consider subscribing before you leave this video. Give this video a thumbs up if you guys are excited to see my thoughts on this new e.l.f. concealer. Is it really going to be a dupe for me in comparison to the Tarte, the ever beloved Tarte Shape Tape Concealer? And let's finally get into the video. Okay, so what I plan on doing is using my concealer that I usually use, the Tarte Shape Tape, on one side. I'm going to be doing the left side with the Tarte Shape Tape, and then I will be doing the e.l.f. Camo Concealer on my right side. And then I'm just going to check in with you guys throughout the day. I have a really busy day. Mom life, if you guys are new to my channel, again, I have a 21-month-old. I've been calling her 19 months old in like every previous video, but she's actually 21 months old. And we have a lot of activities today. We're going to be going to do some spring break cookie decorating. We're going to go to like a toy store because they have a kids event. We have to pick up groceries. We're gonna go to Kirkland's because they sent me like a birthday coupon. And I really wanna check out 2 specific items for Easter. If you guys are excited about Easter and spring, I'm definitely gonna be having an upcoming decor haul for my home here soon, very, very soon. So definitely stick around for that as well. So I'm gonna be checking in with you guys throughout the day just to kind of see like what the comparison is and how the camo concealer is wearing. And then finally at the end of the day, before I take my makeup off, I will do kind of like a final opinion, and you guys can see what it looks like at the very end of a day. So let's see if this 16-hour is true. This video actually came at the perfect time because I'm basically completely out of my Tarte Shape Tape, and I need to figure out if I'm going to just continue to wear the e.l.f. concealer, if it works just as well, because the price point you cannot beat, or if I need to go ahead and reorder some Tarte Shape Tape. Another tip that I got from you guys over on my Instagram is that you guys are really loving this Real Techniques blender, and I have to say I finally bought a beauty blender like several months ago, and it was not worth the hype to me. It's already like starting to break down. I just got the original. It hasn't been cleaned in a while. I got the original and it's like already breaking down. You guys know I don't really wear that much makeup in general, so it's not like I'm like major overusing it. So I have to say, again, the price point on this Real Techniques blender is like way better. So I don't know if you guys can tell, if I'm like looking straight into the light, this side is a little bit brighter and lighter. And I could kind of tell that from the packaging going into it, but that's okay. It's not a huge difference. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest, I forgot to put on primer. I've been doing this every single day and I forget to put on primer. But I did end up ordering the e.l.f. Putty Primer. It's supposed to be a knockoff of the Tarte, like seamless. I can't remember what hers is called. And it's okay. I don't notice like a huge blurring effect. I actually just ordered the mini version of the Tarte, and so if you guys are interested in seeing a full review of like the comparison between those two in regards to my skin and my experience, I know tons of people have already done it, let me know. Leave me a comment down below because I'm gonna get the new Tarte one here soon, and I could easily do a comparison of those two as well. So now I'm just gonna finish the rest of my makeup. If you guys are interested in seeing like a full-blown tutorial or like a quick review of what I do in its own separate video, let me know by leaving a comment down below as well. Okay, that is it for my quick mommy makeup routine. We are about to head out the door right after I get her dressed and put some dry shampoo in my hair. My first impression is that they look really similar. Like, it's so similar. The coverage is really similar. I'm really basing it about like my under eye. I would even go so far as to say maybe the e.l.f. has a little bit better coverage, like slightly. Because I feel like I can see more of my dark circle right there on the Tarte side rather than right there. They're both kind of already creasy, but again, I think that's partly because I didn't put on some primer. Something else I just noticed, I will say that this side, the Tarte side, looks kind of more smooth and creamy, whereas the e.l.f. side looks a little bit more drying already. For me, my skin already has a tendency to be dry, so that may be a problem. We will have to find out the longer I wear it, But that is something, the more I'm looking at it, especially in the light, I can see like it's smoother on this side, and this side, every single wrinkle is more pronounced. I don't know if you guys can see that at all. You guys can kind of see like right in there, it's a little bit drier. Again, if you guys don't necessarily have a tendency to be on the dry side, that may not be an issue for you, or you know, if I would have maybe used a primer, maybe that would have helped it out. But again, I didn't use a primer on the Tarte side and it didn't necessarily cause an issue, but we're gonna see what happens. So I will check in with you guys in a couple hours. Okay, you guys, I stopped and I'm sitting in a parking lot right now. We just got back from doing all of the errands that I talked to you guys about earlier, and I put Calla down for a nap. My mom stayed with her, and then I went to get some groceries from Walmart. So before I head home, I just wanted to stop and do a quick check-in. It's been about 6 hours probably since, well, let me see, maybe about 5.5-ish hours since, oh man, since putting on the concealers and my makeup. And I'm looking in my driver's mirror and I'm just noticing, let's see, so I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see this. Focus. Okay, so this is the e.l.f. side, and you guys can see this is from my glasses right here, where they're kind of like moving up and down. You guys can see like how patchy it is. It's also patchy on this side. So this is the Tarte side. What I will say, like up close, is the area with the e.l.f. side looks way more dry and less smooth than the Tarte side. I will say that it's been raining like crazy here today. You can hear my wipers. And, you know, I've taken that into consideration. So obviously there's not a ton of rain every single day. But I do like even more so. Do you see those creases? Woo! That's pretty crazy. That huge crease right there, which is obviously where I do this. I'm just kind of looking over my face, just everywhere that I put the concealer. And I definitely think primer in general is definitely going to help you out, because I can see a lot of the concealer in general is just needing like major touched up. You guys can see this little blemish here is not concealed at all anymore. But I definitely feel, especially in the under eye area, because that's a great place for people to focus on when they're doing tests, just I can really see the smoothness of the Tarte concealer compared to like the wrinkly dryness on the e.l.f. side. So we're gonna keep wearing it, and I don't think I'm gonna try to touch it up. I mean, I'll try to like smooth out these lines right here, but I think we're just gonna leave it as is, and then I will check in with you guys again here in a little bit. Okay, you guys, it is our final check-in. It's 10 o'clock. So it's been about 6 hours again, no, 8 hours, about 8-ish hours since I checked in last. And I cannot tell you, I am so excited to take my makeup off. So I'm gonna do a quick check-in. Whoa, that's pretty crazy. Okay, so I don't know, again, how well you guys are gonna be able to see. If you remember, this is the e.l.f. side. And I don't know if you can see this, but it's like completely detached itself, basically. The area where I did the concealer, it's like completely detached itself from the rest of my makeup. Again, it's 10 o'clock at night, and I put this on about 13 hours ago. Now it does say it's a 16 hour, but we already talked about all the things that maybe you could have done to help it along. So, wow, that's interesting. So it's basically just pronouncing the same stuff. I do see, just to be fair, don't mind all this lovely blemishes. I do see kind of some of the same stuff on the Tarte side, but it's basically just enhancing both of their individual reviews that I had in the beginning. So this side still looks more smooth to me, more like blended well, whereas this side I'm starting to see even more patchiness, and yikes. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and say it. The Tarte Shape Tape wins definitely in this little head-to-head that I did for you guys today. I think there's a lot of factors to this entire decision. So again, I'll just recap for you guys. My skin has a tendency to be dry, but by the end of the night, it gets oily. So it's definitely important for me to do a primer, which I forgot to do. But even without the primer, I can notice a noticeable difference in how the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer sits on my face and is not as drying as the formula is with the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I just ordered a setting spray from Urban Decay, and I think that if I could have set it, it might have also improved it. So again, for the price point, you guys, it's $5. Like, it's so cheap, but I am really hoping for a better result than the one that the e.l.f. is giving me in particular. So it's just gonna be kind of a situation where maybe you have to try it out for yourself. If you guys are looking for an even better dupe to this Tarte Shape Tape, I would actually look at the Makeup Revolution Concealer. Olathe carries it. I'm not really sure who else carries it. I actually did a head-to-head on the Tarte Shape Tape Contour Concealer. Sorry, I'm out of breath. And the Makeup Revolution Concealer several months ago before we even moved, and I lost the footage, unfortunately, and I never was able to post it for you guys. And I just felt like without that information, I didn't want to like go into depth about what happened without you guys being able to see firsthand. But I will say that I do believe the experience with that I had with the Makeup Revolution Concealer was better than the e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer. And the Makeup Revolution Concealer is only like $7, so it's just a smidge more expensive than the e.l.f. and I think is going to give you a better result overall. So definitely check that out if you still don't really care to pay for the Tarte Shape Tape. So that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and learned something new. This week has definitely been a beauty week, and I'm considering focusing my channel on week topics. So like every week picking a topic and kind of sticking with that. So beauty, marriage, vlogging, whatever, and just kind of sticking to that topic for the week at least. So that way I can kind of get around to every topic that you guys are talking to me about, that's popular, that's in the know, and I can kind of do a better job of like focusing on all the content areas that I really like to focus on. If you guys are into that video idea at all, or that weekly video idea at all, let me know by leaving a comment down below. Let me know if you guys have experienced kind of the same thing, if you guys have compared concealers. What's your favorite concealer? Did the e.l.f. Camo Concealer work out for you? Let me know. Leave me all the comments down below, and I will talk to you guys more about it there. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and you want to see more videos like this. And I'm gonna take my makeup off now, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.